What is up, people? My name is Shoquafina, and welcome to a brand new series in NHL 17. Hopefully, one that lasts longer than one episode. Sorry about that, guys. The Anaheim Ducks series obviously isn't going anywhere. I lost the save file for that, and they're now contending to be in the Western Conference Finals. So I just don't want to continue that on. So we're just going to scrap it, start with a new franchise mode here. We are GM Shock. And this is actually going to be a fantasy draft franchise mode, and we're going to be picking the Detroit Red Wings here because that is my favorite team, and we lost not only our 25-year playoff streak, not only our arena, not only our owner, but also Gordie Howe. So, yeah, just give me this one. Just give me this one. So we're gonna have a fantasy draft here. We're gonna turn off owner mode because that's just annoying. Turn off morale meetings and turn off assistant coach edit lines. The rest of it we are actually going to keep because yeah, it's pretty much all necessary there. Computer trades, salary cap waivers. Yeah, okay. So we're going to continue there. And we're going to mess with some of the rules just a little bit here. We're going to go to gameplay sliders. We're going to keep injuries on for this, but just turn them down really, really low because otherwise this game likes to glitch out and pretty much just kill your whole team. So we're going to turn it down to 10 to start. I know that sounds really low, but that's just because it has to be. I'm afraid to try it at 50 because it will, like every other game your star player gets injured. It's just kind of really annoying. So we're gonna turn it down to 10. We can adjust from there. I don't know if they fixed it or not, but yeah, we'll try that out. If we go like 10 games and no one gets injured, I might bump it up to like 15 or 20 just to see what's going on there. But we're gonna keep the salary cap on, as I stated, just to keep teams honest during the draft. Just to make sure that they're not really screwing things up too much. And we're actually pick number 9, which is hilarious because that's where the Red Wings are picking in the 2017 entry draft here coming up in real life. So we get the 9th overall pick. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. See, my whole plan for this draft, we're just going to start the draft. My whole plan for this draft is to get a young, good piece to build a future team around. So who was picked up? Shea Weber, Jonathan Taves, Stamkos, Ben, Crosby, McDavid. Not surprised about that. And Patrick Kane was first overall. And there's Drew Doughty there. Okay, so let's see who we have. I'm kind of sad McDavid went, but obviously he's going in top 5. He's just the best. Tavares might be nice. He's only got 2 more years, though. Tarasenko there, 93 overall. He's locked up for 7 years. That could also be very, very good for us. Here, let me just go by potential here. Yeah, L3 to sort. So we have Eichel, we have Tavares, and we have I almost said Teravainen, Jesus. Tarasenko here. All of them are medium franchise. They have to be my pick. They just have to be my pick. So I can go with Jack Eichel, who is considerably younger than these other two, but he's also a lot less overall. Well, he's 7 overall points less than both of them. Tarasenko is 1 year younger than Tavares. Jack Eichel is 5 years younger than Tarasenko, so that's something to look at there. So my plan is to get a young offensive stud to build an offensive core around, and to get one young defensive stud to build a defensive core around. So I could also look at them when I'm here as well. Someone like Victor Hedman is so hard to pass up on, man. High elite defenseman. He's a high elite defenseman. 92 overall already. He's 25 years old, and he's locked up for 9 years. Oh, man. Victor Hedman. He's going to go in the first round. So do I want a big offensive piece first, or do I want Victor Hedman? Because he's the guy I would go after. Or I could go for like an Austin Matthews as well. But if I do that, I might as well just go for Jack Eichel. Because, I mean, he has a year older, but he also has better potential. So I feel like he'd grow better. Morgan Riley also looks nice. I know he gets really well in this game. He's locked up for 6 years at $5 million. That's fantastic for a high elite 22-year-old player. Aaron Ekblad also looks pretty good here. Locked up for 9 years as well. Okay. So, realistically, I believe it's down between... Ooh, Ristolainen looks pretty nice, too. It's down between Hedman, Ristolainen, Riley, and... Ooh, Jack Eichel, maybe. This is the hardest pick here. I had a couple people in mind, but seeing all that made me second guess. I haven't been on here really since the roster update, so seeing all this is just like pretty cool because it gives me a lot of other options. There's a lot of people down there to choose from in the medium elites. I have to go franchise player. I pretty much have to go franchise player. The thing is, do I want to be good right now in contend, or do I want to be good in a couple of years in contend? Because Jack Eichel is the kind of guy you pick now if you want to be good in a few years to actually build a team around him. And then you have like a Tavares here or a Tarasenko who's tied up long term, which I think would actually be better for me to do that. That we can build around right now and contend. So I think it's between Eichel and Tarasenko for me. I really do. I think I'm gonna go. You know what? I haven't played with Tarasenko yet. We're picking Vladimir Tarasenko, the cover boy of NHL 17, with our first overall pick. Right wing sniper, very good player. He gets to be incredible in this game. So round 2, Austin Matthews just now got picked. That'd be a really good pick to pair him with, to be honest with you. We see Bufflin still there, of course. This Carlson's still here. He's 26 years old, 89 overall. Be a very good defenseman for us. 26, it'd be something to look at. Ryan McDonough's there at 89 overall as well. We can look at Morgan Riley is actually still here. Morgan Riley's still here. Klingberg's still here. Toffoli's still here. Although I don't really want a Toffoli because I already have our right winger. First line right winger, I should say. Churin's not going to be picked up yet. We have Kuznetsov here, who would be very good to pair with Tarasenko. I have a pick coming up relatively quickly because this is the end of this round, and I'm pick number 9, so it's not too bad to wait. So a lot of these guys might still be here. I think I have to go with a high elite defenseman, and I said I wanted to pick a younger guy to build a team around. Morgan Riley is tied up for the next 6 years at $5 million. That's fantastic for a high elite player. He's going to be 28. He's going to be in his prime when he's asking for another contract. That gives us plenty of time to have him grow. He's going to be exactly where he needs to be at that point. I need to pick Morgan Riley. I absolutely have to pick Morgan Riley here. So we're going to skip ahead to our next pick. We're going to see who's on the board. I should probably go back and check out who's been picked. Philip Forsberg was picked this round. I was actually thinking about pairing him, or getting him to pair with almost a Teravainen again. Ugh, we should just pick up Teravainen. I was thinking about getting him to pair up with Tarasenko, as well as Brendan Saad, Landeskog too, I guess. A lot of the left wingers are going this round, it looks like. There goes Klingberg and Lundqvist. So it looks like a lot of the goalies are going as well. This might be the time to pick up a goaltender, unless I want to just save that for the next round. But we're going to see what we have available right here. Toffoli, Cam Fowler is still on the board. He'd be really good to pair with Morgan Riley. He's only tied for the next 2 years, though. Kadri's still there. I don't like how he's 25 years old and only 85 overall. Paul Juharvi is pretty good. Adam Henrique might be nice as a first-line center. Leon Draisaitl and... do we want Leon Draisaitl as our first overall, or our first-line center is the question. We have Dylan Strome here, who would be a nice piece in the future. Brody on defense, he's pretty much capped out there, but 88 overall is a good place to cap out. Tyler Johnson might be decent for us. He only has 1 year left on his deal, though, and he's probably going to want a big, big increase. I see Kuznetsov still, though, but again, 1 year left on his deal. Ivan Provorov, medium elite, 19 years old, 83 overall. He'd be really, really, really good pickup. Hoffman here looks pretty nice as well. Stepan, 88 overall, first line center would be really nice. Matt, do we just pick up Duchesne? Do we actually just pick up Duchesne here? 88 overall, 25 years old, medium elite. He could grow up to like an 89, 90 overall, depending on the year he has. He is a playmaker. Tarasenko is a right-wing sniper. $6 million for the next 3 years. We have 60 mil to work with. I think I pick up Duchesne here. Just to really, really go with that first line and just give them all the weapons I need. Let's check out our goaltenders, what's left. If we have something decent, if we have a few that are decent that are left over, I might just wait. Frederick Anderson's still here. Yeah, we still have a few decent choices, so I'm not too worried about it. If we get like a Vasilevsky, might be nice to grab right now. He's a low elite though. I know Matt Murray really never grows, so Vasilevsky might not either. Corpusalo would be really nice. Just as a backup. Ooh. Let's just check overalls for right now. See who has the best. Oh, we still have a Pecorine on the board. Oh, look at that. Yeah, no, there's plenty of goaltenders left. I'm not too worried about it. Ooh, it kind of drops off a little bit quick, though. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to go with Steve Duchesne. Steve Duchesne. Oh, man, I'm living in 2002. Yeah, I'm going to go with Matt Duchesne. Good Lord, Steve Duchesne. Well, this is the Red Wings, though. He did win a cup with us in '02, like I said. So, yeah, we're going to go with Matt Duchesne right here. 25 years old, 88 overall. He's tied up for the next 3 years at $6 million. He's a medium elite potential. Very good first-line center. He's a center playmaker to complement our right-wing sniper. I love that pick. I love that pick. I love that pick. And with our 4th overall pick, we have to pick up a goaltender here. I just don't see any way around that. We have to pick up a goaltender just to have someone halfway decent as our starter. And then after that, I want to find a defenseman to pair with Morgan Riley. Maybe an older guy. Not as old as like Chara, but, you know, someone of a decent age. Oh, man. Can we find someone relatively young? Ben Bishop. Martin Jones might be good. 26 years old. 87 overall. He's not going to really grow for us, though. Robin Lehner might be nice. He's not really making that much either. But then again, neither is Martin Jones, and he is just better. But Lehner's not a lot younger. He's a year younger. Vasilevsky. What are we looking at here? Okay, so we still have a Gibson available. I might just go with Gibson because I know he gets really good. Like, I know he's not good right now, but I know he gets really good just starting him after a year. So I guess the question is, do we... I think I'd go with John Gibson here. And then maybe in a few rounds we can go for like a Kemper or something, just as a decent backup who could still grow for us. You know what I mean? Or like a Hellebuck or Calvin Pickard, someone like that. Do we go with Gibson? I know he gets good. I know he gets good. How good, though? Is he worth it? We're going to go with John Gibson. Great potential. We got him for cheap. I know he's not very good right now, but he grows like crazy. So that's our team so far with those 4 picks. Let's find a defenseman. We need to find a defenseman to pair with Morgan Riley. Defense here. And then we can look at left wingers to see if there's any good playmakers available, because I like that combination. Okay, so we have a Chris Tanev. That's a decent pairing. But we also have a Nick Leddy here, who is a year younger, who has the same overall. He's tied up for 6 years. Tanev's tied up for 4. Let's check him out. Offensive defenseman, just like Morgan Riley. So I'd have 2 offensive defensemen on our first line defensive pairing. He is not very physical. His discipline is great. We can actually play him on the penalty kill if we need to. His discipline is at 95. That's crazy. Offensive awareness, 89. He's going to be a power play guy if we pick him up. Wrist shot accuracy is actually pretty bad. His shooting category isn't very good for an offensive defenseman, to be honest with you. His passing is phenomenal. So he's a guy that's going to get, like, assists. He has good speed at 89. That's really good speed for a defenseman. His skating category overall is just pretty good. Okay, so I'm kind of liking Nick Leddy so far. Shooting is something to be desired, but we have a defensive defenseman here. So he'd be like first-line penalty kill. An offensive defenseman, a defensive defenseman on the first line. That'd be interesting. It'd be very interesting. His shooting definitely leaves something to be desired. It's a lot worse. A lot worse. His physical category slightly better. He's just not very good at fighting, but his strength is good. He's not as fast. His skating category isn't as good. I think his balance and endurance are a bit better. But yeah, that's interesting there. That's interesting there between the two of them. I actually wouldn't mind grabbing someone like a... See, I think Cronwell and Chara are just too old. And to be honest, like an 87 is not that big of a drop off from an 88 and an 89. So the question is, do I want a defensive defenseman in Chris Tanev, or do I want an offensive defenseman in Nick Leddy? Let's just see if there's someone else who's an 87 who's actually... Okay, we have Gostisbehere here, who's 23 overall and or a low elite, I should say. Let's check out Gostisbehere. He's an offensive defenseman again. His shooting category is much better. Much better. His senses, he actually has really good puck skills, just phenomenal puck skills. He has great skating, great shooting category, great defensive category. His physical category, again, leaves something to be desired. But, like, we can throw him on the power play and it wouldn't really matter too much. Thing is, do I want two young guys on the point? Actually, what hand is... What hand do you play with? He is a left-handed defenseman. So I want to find a righty. Tanev is a righty. Leddy shoots left. Gostisbehere shoots left. Okay, so that's a little disappointing because I was really liking Gostisbehere. Okay, well, you know what? Ghost is a lot younger. I think I might go Gostisbehere here. I think I might do it anyway. Because he is a few years younger. We have him for a year at really, really cheap, although he's probably going to want a little bit more after that. But that's fine. That should be fine. No, you know what? I'm going to go Tanev. He gives us a big right-handed defenseman, which is good. Gives us someone to play on the PK, which is really good. He could get the first-line minutes. Yeah, we have to go Chris Tanev there. I really do think so. So we have offensive defenseman and defensive defenseman. I need a left-wing two-way forward. I saw Tatar already got picked up. I wasn't necessarily looking his direction, but I wouldn't have said no. Let's check my potential here, see if there's anyone good left. Kadri's still there. Dal Cole. No, we need someone who's like ready right now. A lot of low elites here. Svechnikov, again, needs someone who's kind of ready right now. Mantha's only a 75. What's that about? He had a pretty good year this year, didn't he? I thought he did. 84, high top 6. Ooh. He's not really growing much either, is he? So we're going to sort by overall here. We have a Sedin. We have an Eriksson. Jokinen for some reason. Camilleri here, just a bunch of old farts. We'd go Yager, because why not? But, Nash. Wow, man. There's really nothing left for... We could go JVR, I suppose. No, if we do that, we might as well go with someone who can actually grow a little bit. I don't want to go with Kane. Maybe like a Chris Kreider. He is a power forward. He has really good everything. All of his categories are pretty good. Defense could be better. His discipline could be a bit better as well. But his shooting's pretty good. His skating is really good. So is his physical. I think I might go with Chris Kreider here. We're going to go with Chris Kreider. So our first line's complete. We have one player in the 90s, I think Tarasenko was. And then the other two are in the high 80s. And our first line defensive pairing is complete. So now we just kind of fill in the gaps a little bit. I would like to grab a good second line center right now. So I was going to say if Kadri was still available, I'd scoop him up. But of course he's not. A good second line center. Wow, there's not really anybody left here, is there? Let's go to centers real quick. Just to see if there's anyone decent. Charlie Coyle could be decent. I know a lot of people use him as like a third line center, though. What are we looking at with Charlie Coyle? What are we looking at here? He is a center power forward. He's a center power forward. He has really good stats, just in general. He has another year or two to grow, possibly. Konechny might be nice just to have. This is tough. Cody Eakin. Let's see, if we're going with medium top 6 already, man, that's... Our first line's complete. We need someone on the second line. Maybe we go with like a Travis Konechny, or do we go with Charlie Coyle? I think we pick Charlie Coyle as our second line. Okay, we're gonna have a really grindy team. We have 2 power forwards in the top 2 lines here, so not really complaining though. So Val Filppula just got picked up. So did Jimmy Howard. Of course, both of them played for the Red Wings. Howard still does. He might not soon though, if someone decides to get rid of him. Do you have someone that's maybe a little bit older that I wouldn't mind having on the team for a couple of seasons? Just to help some other people. You know. What are we looking at with 4 years at $4 million though? That's a lot for an 85 overall. He'll be a two-way forward. I don't know. I don't know about all that. We go Eberle. I mean, he looks like he's high in his picture. We could go Eberle, though. He's a sniper, 26. His potential is pretty much shot, though, man. He's going to be an 85. This makes it really tough here. Let's just go to defense and see what we have. And see what's still around here. Okay, so we have Gardner here. We have Torrey Krug. Anyone decent? The Kaiser, I guess. He's not really going to grow much more, though. In 6 years at $5 million, I don't know how I feel about that. Paying him till he's 32. He will probably start declining after a while. Sammy Vatanen might be nice. He's a good second pair defenseman there. Zach Bogosian. Ekholm there. Okay, we still have a few good selections here. My thing is, I feel like our second line is really going to suffer if we go another defenseman already. But I kind of want to have a strong defensive core. We have a right-handed shot here in Sammy Vatanen. Another offensive defenseman, so that would give us 2 offensive defensemen to throw in our power play. 4 years at just under $5 million, though. That's kind of a lot. Yeah, we already have like $33 million in cap we're eating right now. Might be better to go with like an Ekholm here. He's a two-way defender. He's left-handed. That's fine. We eat $1 million less, and it's for longer, so we get to keep him long-term. I feel like that's good. I feel like that's good. Can I find anything else? I think this is what we're going to be going with here. Yeah, we're going to confirm him. So that's our pick. Ekholm is going to be on our second pairing and on the defense. Two-way defender, left-handed. Seems nice. Our pick yet again. Now let's see if we can find something. I need something for the second line. Do we have anything worth picking up here? Sort by potential, maybe. I'm not seeing anything, dude. A couple 83s, both defensemen. I wouldn't mind picking up like a Cody Ceci, though. I know he gets pretty good. Right-handed shot. You know, if we're just going to do it, we're going to do it, right? Like, let's just go all out for defense. Might as well. At this point, we have John Gibson. He needs to grow. We need to make sure we just don't let people score on him. So that's what we're going to do. We have two 2A defenders on the second pairing there. Now I need to grab some offense, though. I definitely need to grab some offense. A lot of defense. There's a ton of defense, dude. So just go forwards here. Just best overall. Look for anything that's not like 50 years old. Grabner. He's really cheap, too. It's only 28. He's a left wing sniper. Yeah, I don't see much else going on for anybody. So let's just go ahead and grab Grabner here. Okay, our pick again. Yager's still on the board. I'm thinking about it, to be honest. I'm thinking about it. We go with Hoodler here. Is he a sniper? I already have a sniper for the second line. He's a playmaker. 87 passing, decent shooting category. I might just go Yuri Hoodler. I know he's probably going to retire within the next couple of years, but that's actually okay. So we're going to go Yuri Hoodler here. Sounds good to me. So our second line's complete. Riley Sheahan was just picking up. I was thinking about grabbing him to see if we could score more than 2 goals with him this season, because that's literally all he scored. And they were both in the last game of the season. Fun fact, Riley Sheahan didn't score any goals this entire season for the Red Wings until the very last game where he got 2. That's pretty funny if you ask me. Okay, so we're going to sort by potential just to see if anyone... Michael Dalcole's still there. Jesus, man. They're scooping up all the young talent here. Maybe we just grab Svechnikov, because I know he gets pretty alright. Alexander Nylander actually gets really good. We're going to grab him because we need some guys in the system to bring up in a couple of years. So after this, I think we need to grab a third line center. Yes. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to centers. We're going to see who can be a decent third line center. We actually have a few. Who's this Rust guy? He'd be a good, like... Wow, look at that. He's not getting paid anything. What are we looking at here? Face-offs are junk. Absolute junk. No wonder you're not getting paid. You're just... Oh my god, 60 face-offs and you're a center? No, I would make you a right wing there, sir. I would make you a right wing because you are not taking face-offs for me. But you'd be a decent third liner, I suppose. You have good skating category. Decent discipline. I mean, it could be better, obviously. Gets a little physical. I'm thinking him. Let's check out this guy here. Eric Howla. Howla? I don't know how to pronounce your name. 76. That's a lot better on face-offs. Your skating category is actually phenomenal. Shooting category leaves a little bit to be desired. Hopefully you grow into that in the next year. Puck skills are good. Senses are decent. Your physical category kind of sucks. You are a playmaker. However, I don't know how I feel about a playmaker being on my bottom line. I want to be more of a grindy team because I feel like that's where I'm going already. I just kind of feel like that's where I'm going already. So I might go with Rust and just throw him on the wing. But I only want to do that because he's cheap, and I feel like since he still has potential to grow, that people will grab him. See, I could come back after this and grab like a Brian Boyle. You know. Or if this Howla guy is still around. Yeah, I'm going to grab Rust. I want to make him a right winger. I'm going to make him a right winger. I'm going to put him on the third line. Yager finally got picked up. Calgary. He's going to Canada. Who is left here? Do we grab someone like some old fart and just kind of use him on the third line? You know what I mean? With 28 million in cap space, we have a lot of spots to finish filling up here. Verbata. We don't want a Scotty Hartnell. Do we want a Verbata? Probably not. So many old people, dude. Shane Doan. Just let him do his thing. Uh, Here, you know what? Darren Helm. Has a terrible contract. Never mind. Uh, Puyat. Puyoit? How do you pronounce your name? I don't know. You're a left-wing sniper. Never mind. I don't want that. You're actually getting paid incredibly too much as well. Purcell, Eves, Chimera, 37. Right-wing playmaker. You don't look like you're very good at being a playmaker, so I'm gonna pass on you. We're not gonna go all center. We're gonna go centers. I have to go centers. Yeah, he's gone. The guy I was talking about was gone. So I'm glad I picked him up while I was thinking of it because he'd probably be gone by now. Nick Shore, hello. Two-way forward, I like. Uh, Not the best stats all around. Medium top 9 potential. That's not the best. What were your face-offs? 78. Hoping for someone with at least like 80. What was Boyle? 83? Boyle was 83. He's getting $2 million for 1 year. He's 31 years old. He might retire after this year. I feel like he'd help out. This guy's getting paid way too much money, man. Oh my God. Stop it. 79 face-offs for Brodziak there. How about this guy? He's got 0 years left. Whatever that means. 75. Riley Nash, 77. Not too happy about that. Antoine Vermette, 84. Decent discipline. This almost decent defense category. Good skating, good puck skills. I might go Antoine Vermette here. Just because he's 34. I'd be better off going Brian Boyle. I'm gonna go Boyle. I could probably get him cheap next year too if he decides to stick around. He's gonna be our third line center. Just a good center guy. You know what I mean? He has a power forward. Just adding, one for every line. Why not? So we could use a good left winger now. Just use around. We got Marion Gabrick there for some reason. Let's just see who's around that'd be good. That isn't like crazy expensive. We have Maroon here who's ripping it up in the playoffs right now. Patrick Maroon, my guy. Do I go 2 power forwards on the third line? I think I just might. Look at that physical category, you monster. You monster. You know what? I have to pay tribute right here. I can't get Connor McJesus. I'm going to get Patrick Maroon. Welcome to the squad. All right, so our third line's complete. I want to grab a defenseman just to have someone decent. Actually, I should probably start grabbing some prospects, huh? Because I only have the one in Nylander, and he's going to take a couple of years before he's ready to go. So this is what we're going to do here. Let's go. I want a defensive. I already have Morgan Riley, though. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's difficult. I do want a good bottom pairing guy who's not, like, ancient. And also doesn't cost $1 billion. Who's this McQuaid guy? Andy McQuaid, right? Adam McQuaid. Who's Andy McQuaid? It's some dude. Your puck skills and shooting category absolutely horrendous. But you're a defensive defenseman and you look like you're good at what you do. Your discipline is absolute garbage. Garbage. I do not know how I feel about that. 65 discipline? No. We're not taking unnecessary penalties all damn day. Sorry, friend. Sorry, friend. Okay, so who are we looking at here then? I wouldn't mind a younger guy or like an older guy. Let's just check this. I need good potential. Oh my. Hello. Lots of dudes. Travis Sanheim, right? Yeah. A couple years he could be pretty decent, right? I think so. I think that's how it works with him. Noah Juleson? I need to throw you down there. That'd be pretty cool. Schmaltz. Not very... he's kind of too old for my liking at this point. I might go Noah Juleson here and just throw him down in CHL and have him tear it up for a little while. We could also do that with Jake Bean as well, because I know he gets pretty good. He's also got the elite potential. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to throw Noah Jewell. I'm going to grab Noah Juleson. Next round, I'm going to grab Jake Bean if he's still there. I hope he is. That way we have two defensive prospects that can come up and take the place of some of our older guys, because then I'm going to draft some older guys for defense. That's just all we're going to do. Okay, so what we're going to do is just sort by potential for now. We're going to look at everybody that's here. Michael Dalcole might be nice to pick up as well. Anthony Mantha, I know he gets somewhat decent, I think. I'm pretty sure. Gurianov gets pretty good. I know that. I know Gurianov gets pretty good. Michael Dalcole. Do we go with Michael Dalcole here? Gauthier? No, God, yeah, that's not the one I was thinking of. We can go Svechnikov and just have him as our only actual Red Wing on the team. I want to stock up on at least a few young guys. You know, I have Alexander Nylander and I have Jake Bean. You Levy? Do I do that? I don't have Jake Bean. I was going to go with Jake Bean this go. That's right. Do I go Jake Bean now? I wouldn't mind having a center. We have Tarasenko. We have Matt Duchene. I need a left winger in the... I'm going to go Michael Dalcole. Yeah, I think he gets somewhat decent, doesn't he? I hope he does. I hope he does. I have no idea how long I've been recording for, so this might actually be taking forever, and I apologize for that because I'm just literally sitting here talking to myself. They picked up Ryan Miller. This might actually be a decent time to pick up backup goaltenders. Do I want to bother picking up a backup goaltender at this point, or do I want to just keep building my team? You know what I mean? Jake Bean is still here. I don't know how long that's going to stay. I don't know how long that's going to be a thing for. I know he gets good. Or do I get Yuhu Levy, who's already better, but the same age? You know what I mean? Or do I get this guy, who's already, like, really good? He's not really good, but, you know, he could be. Mantha, I still gets fairly decent. He'd be a good kind of depth player for us. Sprong gets decent as well. He's already a 71 overall at age 19. Oh, man. What are we going to do? Hosang. Joshua Hosang. I know that name. Timushev. Britney Spears. I love it. I think I'll go with another defense. I don't have a fourth line yet. I just straight up do not have a fourth line yet. I'm going to go with Svechnikov because I want to. I need a good left... I want to build up some left wingers here. I feel like our left wing position is pretty not good. It's pretty not good, guys. So with this go here, I think I'm going to take a look at the goaltenders, see if we have anyone... or see if we need to worry about like getting a backup anytime soon, because we are... This is like round 19 or something. Oh yeah, we should probably do that, shouldn't we? Yeah, looks like we might have to here. Who do we grab? Who do we grab? Who do we grab? This Ramo guy? He's pretty decent as a backup goaltender, I should say. So yeah, I think that was a good time to pick him up. So up next, Kunako went, Baptiste went. Baptiste, the beast. All right. Do we go with an older defensive guy? See, the thing is, a lot of these guys... Yeah, wow, I got tongue-tied. I'm sorry. I just talked too fast. The thing is, a lot of these guys want a ton of money for just being old. And I don't have a ton of money to just hand a bunch of old people. You feel me? So I'm thinking... He wants like 3-something. What are you? Johnny Oduya. You're a defensive defenseman. You'd be good for penalty kill. You'd be a penalty killer. Okay, that's fine. You're a bottom defensive pairing guy. Good for penalty killer. You're a defensive defenseman. Shut down for John Gibson until he grows, and then we get rid of you for one of our 2 guys coming up. No, I didn't grab Jake Bean. Did I? No. I don't remember. All right, let's just go ahead and do this then. We still have a ton of defensive guys there, so I'm not too worried about it. Ton of guys for defense. We have a ton of guys for defense. Here's Verbata. Do we just throw him on the fourth line for a year? He's a sniper. No. He's cheap, though. That's the thing. You know what I mean? This Campbell guy is dirt friggin' cheap. What are we looking at? An offensive defenseman? That's why. I want some shutdown guys on my back end. You know what I mean? That just sounded kinky. Chimera here. Relatively cheap. So is Parento. He is a playmaker. This is the problem. Like, if I get a low guy, Jason Chimera. If I get, like, a lower overall guy like this, I want them to be, like, you know, decently priced. But I also want them to be, like this guy, power forward. Perfect. Because you know what? That would give us a power forward on every line. And I love consistency. Because what would this world be without it? Skating category is actually very good. Physical, of course, very good. He's a power forward. Shooting category, pretty decent. His power is up there. Very high 80s. Defensive category needs a bit of work. So that, I don't know how I feel about that, him being a fourth line guy. His discipline's fantastic. I actually might put him on the PK, though. Because his faceoffs aren't that bad. 75. Picking up Sean Matthias here. 2 million. Why not? Fourth line tech guy we could use. Sounds good. Sean Matthias, ladies and gentlemen. Up next. What do we grab? I don't know. I say we look around. We might need like an AHL goalie. Perhaps this is the time to look. We have 6 left wingers for whatever reason. Goaltenders. Let's take a look and see what we got. I just want someone in the down there in case I need them. You know what I mean? Scott Wedgwood could actually be decent, and he's cheaper than all hell. Tokarski. He actually has a little bit of time to grow as well. He could be a good backup for us in the future. McCollum. I'm going to go with Wedgwood. Medium backup potential isn't really that bad, especially if he's getting a lot of starts in the AHL. So that's that. Our goalie situation's perfectly okay. It'll be great in 2 seasons. But now we just need to worry about some fourth line guys. Let's go with potential again to sort by that. Jake Bean's still there. You're testing me. You're testing me, Jake Bean. I'm picking up Jake Bean. I said it like 4 times. I already thought I had him. I got to pick him up. Or else I'm just like, lying to everybody. So that's kind of not what I want to do. Okay. So we need to fill 1 defensive slot. Preferably with like a 2-way defender or a defensive defenseman just to kind of shut some stuff down. Someone that we can use in the PK. I think we already have a couple of guys for that though, but whatever. And then we also need to finish out our fourth line. So we need a good fourth line center. Did I already get a fourth line center? I already forgot what my team looks like. Drafted players. Let's just go to centers. 1, 2, 3. We do have a fourth. No, because he's playing wing. He's playing wing. His center sucks, right? His faceoffs suck. So he's a right winger. Yeah, 60 faceoffs. No, he can go blow some chunks. Did I? Whew, I thought I exited out. I was gonna say, I was so scared. Okay, so we need a fourth line center. So let's go ahead and just go to centers real quick. Someone good on the fourth line. Someone with decent face-off stats. Can I just do that real quick? Like, actually, let's just sort by defensive. Best defensive category. Okay, so this is what we're looking at here. This guy. Hello, Brodziak. Did I look at you already? What was your thing, like 75? 79. Not bad. Penalty killer. Right? Discipline 80. Could be better. Skating's decent. physical. He's a very physical dude. He's a two-way forward. I might have him. I might pick him. He's cheap. I like cheap. Cheap is good. Two-way deal if it doesn't, or not two-way deal, 2-year deal. So if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. We're going Kyle Brodziak. I'm not spending $4.5 million on Fisher, even though he has a really hot wife. Shout out to Carrie Underwood. Okay, so now I'm going to grab a defenseman. My final defenseman of the NHL. Just to throw on the final pairing there. Hello? For a year? Why are you giving this man so much money? Because I need a left winger, right? For my... No, I need a... No, because he is a right winger. What do I have? Hang on. I keep forgetting. What do I have? Let's check out left wingers. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So my left wing... my left wingers are fine. See, look at this. This is what I'm talking about. They're kind of weak. Like, they're all clumped between 82 and 86. I don't know how I feel about that. I want to have one that's like a definite first-line starter. And I feel like I might have that between Delco and Svechnikov eventually. Is the hope, at least. Let's check out right wingers. What do we have? 1, 2. Oh, crap. We need a third. We don't have a... No, yeah, we do. Rust. Okay. So we need a fourth-line right winger. And then we need a defenseman. 1, 2. So that's the first line. Right? Something like that. One of these. Yeah. Okay. So there's a second line defensive pairing. And then we have... Wait. No, Oduya would be on the bottom pairing. CC would be in the middle. And then... Okay. Why'd I click that again? Alright. So we need someone to pair with Oduya on the bottom. Let's just go to defenseman real quick. What am I doing? My fingers are just thinking for themselves. Going to defenseman. And we're going to sort... What are we sorting by? I mean, they're all going to have great defensive categories. They're friggin' defensemen. Why can't you sort by player type? That'd be so much better. EA, take note. Sort by player type. You know what I mean? Like, especially for defensemen, because there's 3 different types of defensemen, right? So we're going to look at just, I guess, age plus salary. Like, Schlemko doesn't look too bad, I guess. 4 years at that, though. It's a defensive defenseman, really good defense category, as you would expect. Not really good, though. I mean, it's decent. Skating category is pretty good. His shooting category is abysmal. This Miller dude. 2.5 for 4 years, defensive defenseman. He looks better, except for shooting category is also abysmal. His discipline is junk at 76. What was Schlemko's discipline? 85. Much better. Oh, man. What am I doing with my life? Alright, 40 years old. Let's just pick him up for the lulz, I guess. 26. Who's this Prout guy? Defensive defenseman. I like it. You're right-handed. Your senses suck. Your puck skills suck. Your physical category is phenomenal. Holy crap. Your defensive category is just as good as the other guys. Your skating category could get better. Your balance is great, I guess. Not very quick. Your offensive awareness is bad. Your discipline is bad. Other than that, I'd go for you, but, you know, that's just not how that's going to work. 7th defenseman. And that's when we get into some nasty stuff. So, 32 years old, I guess, isn't too bad. How much money should I give you people? Nikkinen, defensive defenseman. I like his defense category a lot better. His census category, 80s across the board. Could be better, could also be worse. His shooting category is poor. I don't know, man. Rootin' Tootin'. Another defensive defenseman. They just don't want to pick these guys up, do they? I like his defensive category much better. His discipline's at an 85, so he's definitely going to be on a PK. Skating's okay. Shooting, you know, it's just as good as everyone else's. Fedor to Tootin. Are you our man for a year? Because you're probably going to retire afterward, and then we have to worry about someone else. No, we're going with Schlemko. We're going with Schlemko. 4-year deal. That was a mistake. I didn't even think about it. Oh, well. So, I think we're good as far as, like, main roster goes, right? Drafted players. And we're going to go to centers. So, first line, second line, third line. And then Brodziak is fourth line because he plays third line right wing. We're going to go to left wingers here. First line, second line, third line, fourth line. Two guys down below. Right wingers, first line, second line. And then we actually didn't pick up our guy. Okay, so we need a fourth line right winger. We need a fourth line right winger to complete our NHL squad here. You know what? Let's just go to right wingers. And let's just look at age, I guess. No, wait, hang on. We got to go. Let's go defensive category. Sort. What? Come on now. Okay. So Vaginla and Shane Doan, and then everybody else. And I don't want to pay these guys a ton of money. So he's 27. This guy right here, Luke Glendening. Glendening's not bad. 27 years old. He is a Red Wing. 81 overall. He is a bottom six. He's a two-way forward. Looks like a defensive specialist to me if I've seen one. We're just going to go with Dan Glenning. Oh, Jesus. Daniel Weiss is right there. So we're going to go with Luke Glendening to finish off our top or our NHL squad. After that, this is round 27. Jesus, I've been doing this way too long. We're just going to sort by potential and see if there's anyone decent left. There's a few guys. I mean, these guys are all old as dirt. They're all older than dirt, and that's not good. Oh, man. Do we have anyone, like, in their teens that could be something? Probably not. Probably not. Doesn't look like it. Not at all. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, high top 6D. There we go, boys. There we go. Oh, no. All right. Well, I'm glad. My phone just flew across the room. I'm glad that we picked up all those guys when we did, I suppose. We don't really have any right wingers coming up, do we? Nestrasil, is he worth anything? Probably not. Olafsson. This Clifford dude. I don't know. We have a 19-year-old, 62 overall, medium top 9. Let's check you out, friend. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Am I right? Oh, that's not going to work. Oh, no. That's actually not good. What are you? You're a two-way forward? Lance Boma. I'm thinking about it. He's a good depth player. Then again, Matt Calvert would be too. But he's a sniper. So this is where it gets tough because there's nothing really to do here. This is mostly just trying to go sort through this, trying to find some random players to add to the AHL squad. So I'm actually going to let my computer do that, and I'm just going to go ahead and sim the entire draft from here on out. So our last pick was Luke Glendening. Let's see who we pick after that. It will show us on this next lovely page here. We had Luke Glendening somewhere. Oh, yeah. So it was only like 6 picks, and I don't recognize any of those people. I don't believe Berglund looks familiar. Perron, maybe? I don't know. Probably the same last names as other people. Yeah, Patrick Berglund, right? That's not him. So that's just not him. All right, so we're moving on. I think we had a pretty decent draft. Entire AHL team or NHL team is going to be in the 80s, so that should be decent. Because I know sometimes when people do this, they end up with like some 79 overall guys or something. I don't know how, but we definitely could have done better. I think I made a couple of just really quick decisions because I was bored. So let's just take a look at the team when we're done loading here. Locker room chemistry of 63 overall. Beautiful. 90 offense, 86 defense, and 85 goaltending. But remember that, why is their defense so low? What happened with that? Hello? Did I miss a guy? 90 offense looks about right. What? It's going to be even higher. It's going to be even higher because we have people. Hoodler's right there. No, he's not. That's Kreider, buddy. Maroon Boyle, Matthias. I don't know what you guys are doing. I don't know what this is all about. Sorry if my headset's making some weird noises. It's kind of being dumb. Russ is here. These guys are getting sent. These guys are getting sent down. And then I have two guys coming up. I have Glendening and whoever I picked for the center here. So this will get even better. Are they going to send these guys to the CHL? Is that why they're here? So it's slightly disappointing. All right, so we're just going to go to the defense. And yeah, see what they did? Yeah. Okay. You're going to be there, buddy. You're right-handed. Left, right, left. Okay. So. Noah Juleson. Yeah, I'm going to send you down. And that's why they were so low. Our offense is actually probably going to be like a 91 or 92. And then this is only an 85 because John Gibson is not very good yet. But he will grow to be an 88, 89 overall goaltender. In my experience, he always does. So, that's the first episode here. I'm going to end it off right here before we start making changes to the team because we are going to make a few changes. And then in the next episode, we're going to check out the AHL squad, maybe check out the free agency, see if we can make a couple of other moves before starting the actual sim. Thank you guys for watching. Sorry for, dipping out and just not being here forever. I promise to upload it more throughout, just more regularly, I suppose. But yeah, keep an eye out for the next episode. It should be coming out pretty soon here. Until then, guys, my name is Shoquafina. Thank you for watching, and I'm out.